This is very
second album.
This is new.
2 years. And
technically, if
you want to talk shit,
third and two.
Yeah, but say, can you think about it? What's his name? What's that shit called already? I know
CLB. CLB came out
yeah.
fourth quarter of 2021. Honestly,
Right.
Nevermind came out during the summer, and now this shit.
Like he not playing, bro. Like he said, y'all think I'm gonna like? It kind of feel like with Jazz the rapper, where it's like, oh yeah, she don't be outside. Like, oh word,
no, she's outside for real now.
Like
I want to say this: out of the 3 albums, which album appeals to you individually? Not to say which is best, which is worst. Which album do you feel
which
when
one
you
that?
heard and you still heard, you'd be like, nah, this shit.
CLB, still CLB for me. Still for me. CLB had too much heat.
I'll probably say honestly, never mind.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm
sorry, yo, listen.
But that's your bag. That ain't my bag.
No, but I've been listening to. Shut up. You were listening to that album just as much as we were.
I was, but compared to CLB got shit that appeals.
Don't say that's not. But don't say it's not your bag when you were in the bag right there with us. Like,
yeah, but it's not CLB like that.
Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back.
Into Deep is probably still the best song.
Thank you. Into fucking Deep.
TSU.
Pipe Down.
No, these are still great songs.
Into Deep is the best song on the album.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Cole hit him with an old Wayne move and took his song, bro.
What did he call it?
Bro.
Heaven's
that
Gate?
Freestyle on the fucking Dreamville mixtape. Cooking Drake, whatever he was rapping about. I don't even know what Drake was rapping about on. I don't even know what Drake was rapping about on Pipe Down. Like,
we got rapper Drake on this project though. I think the last 5 songs he cleared out.
This is the golden rule I take whenever someone takes someone beat. It don't matter how good your flow is. Someone else had to lace up the sneakers for you to see how you can style it. That's not you. That's not you. Like as much as I love Wayne Drought 3.
You can wear your Air Force Ones loose laced. I could wear mine with tied up. As long as
you're sitting on Velcro. Long as you're sitting on Velcro, you good.
Listen, we've seen this is the reason why I say it's because there's been plenty of rappers and plenty of people who will come out and kill someone else's song. We've seen the game do that wild times. Hop up
nobody thinks of the game when we
we ain't put him in this conversation.
No,
Lil Wayne is the quintessential example, and the best example is "Sky's the Limit" and "Mr. Jones."
Most of that Drought 3.
Mike Jones.
Most of that Drought 3.
Nobody even remembers that is his song.
Remember how many rappers were calling out Wayne? Like, yo, bro, you have your own in-house beat production team.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you taking my beat in order to rap?
Yeah, now niggas want to cry about that, but it's literally been Jacking for Beats has been in hip hop for years. When niggas start getting their song taken and it's literally getting masked over theirs now because this dude is that hot of an artist. Oh man, why are you doing this? And it starts bringing in. Oh, make your own beats on mixtapes, original beats on mixtapes. Yeah, because niggas ain't want to get their shit.
It wasn't until I got into the music business, like as far as like researching stuff like that and looking into it, I fully understand why people were mad at that time. Imagine paying like 20, 30, 40,000 for a beat for a nigga to hear it on the radio, take it and use it on tour, everything. And he ain't have to pay for it.
Hey, what songs y'all fuck with on here, man?
I mean, those be one of these goddamn boring ass reviews, man.
God damn it. Stay to the topic. God damn it.
Man, I haven't spoken to you niggas in a minute. Chill out.
We recapping an album. Shit. I'm trying to get to this homecoming.
No, you're right. You're right. But,
I'm trying to get to this homecoming.
So, not getting into this joint though. I mean, we only got what? 16 songs. Valid. It's a good selection of songs for me. The joints that I put on to my playlist. I fuck with Major Distribution. That joint went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Drake on the hook with the Back Outside Boys joint. Like, it's just a good song to hear, like, especially when you going on trips or you with your homies, y'all out of the country type shit. Niggas back outside, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, for example, Gino was literally off the face of the earth for like what, a couple months.
We didn't know where
Niggas
this
started
nigga
popping
was
out again.
about 3
Back
months.
outside, boys. Back outside, boys.
That treacherous twin
that
song
joint,
is weird to me.
What you mean?
I'll get to that. I'll give you my take on that in a second. But
Spin about you.
privileged rappers. I want to talk about this privileged rapper record because they talked about that a lot on this album. About privileged rappers not being signed, like kind of like clowning the idea of being a not known rapper.
Knowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
But only thing that made me kind of like confused about these type of this rhetoric was 21 Savage. How do you feel about this, Mr. I ain't had no deal, Mr. I ain't signed into a label, even though you ended up doing it, but you did it for so long. You were Mr. Independent for so long, and you know what I'm saying, was just waving that flag. Now you got niggas like Drake saying, "Oh, you a rapper and you ain't signed," and like in a clowning manner. Like, interesting. I wonder how funny that changes so quickly.
I mean,
I don't think he privileged like that.
I don't think Drake can say that anymore. He can't even, like, when Drake talks about record deals, the only thing that pops in my head is Pusha T crushing him and Wayne with facts repeatedly for them to come out and deny it. Then everything changed once Wayne started suing Baby.
Yeah, he ain't signing them niggas no more.
Yeah, but once he started suing them, suddenly it was, well, the Pusha T stuff is now just aiming at Drake because Wayne's not responding. Wayne can't respond.
Wayne knows it's the truth. Wayne was like, "Nah, man, that's all you, dog. Go ahead, take the lead."
But I just thought it was weird. I mean, even I get you with that part with the Drake side, but I was still looking more so at 21, where it's like, why are you even letting lyrics like this slide? You were one of the guys he's talking about, and you were open and like championing being an independent rapper, not signed into a label. So for a nigga that's signed to Universal, clowning niggas that's not like I just thought that was weird.
Niggas
for the guy that you're
their morals.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just thought that was a little weird for 21 Savage, for that being his brand, damn near when he first came out, and it's like, I mean, I don't know, man. That's a little weird. And I fuck with 21.
I want to know who Drake really was talking about, like, because there's a lot.
I honestly, he was going at somebody.
I think
Jack Harlow.
I think
Jack signed.
I think that was a Pusha shot. Push, remember, they all got dropped, right?
Push on Def Jam. Nah, Push on Def Jam.
I thought Good Music got dropped.
Good Music got dropped.
He got signed off. So before It's Almost Dry came out, he put out a picture of a contract that said that he's exclusively to Def Jam. Ye gave his rights from Good Music to Def Jam. We bought him out. And that's how he put out his Almost Dry. So they got dropped, and he managed to stay on the ship because he signed to the bigger label.
Okay. I apologize.
Niggas seen the storm coming.
You're not talking about Pusha.
True. True.
But no, man, I think this album definitely, like, it had a lot of the flexing on here was crazy. Like, if you're a young up and coming rapper, not mainstream yet or such, you probably hate this album because it feel like you probably feel like they talking to you all album.
It was not meant for any of the ice.
I don't like the hibachi shots, man. I don't like the hibachi shots, man. I still go
niggas like, see, man, but that's old Drake, bro, telling you what the all the hotels you thought was fancy ain't fancy. Those is
me and my lady going to
hotels.
hibachi. We going to enjoy it.
I got the Westin right around the corner for me.
Real, like
the Westin.
The funniest thing, like, I'm thinking about the album, right? And I'm thinking about all the insults I've heard from Drake as far as like these little catty, subtle shots that Drake is known for.
Y'all want to get into it? We getting into it?
But I think the funniest
there's a lot of them
is like the responses I've heard from people who weren't directly hit, who were just kind of replying like, yo, Drake's got,
and they replied quick. They replied right away.
So quick context again.
Porn. He's over 40. His kid.
Oh, I seen that one. I seen that one.
Don't look like
some girl tweeted that shit,
bro. But that did numbers. It wasn't just because somebody tweeted. That's what I'm saying. It's like people who weren't hit.
You know how Drake rebutted that though? I'm rich. Do what I want.
Or literally do what he always do. Say nothing.
I'm rich. I do what I want.
Like let's literally think about it. Drake has had some of the most flack as a new rapper in this generation, probably more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? And what you say? Oh, well, hold on. I was going to finish this thought. And through that, he's either stayed silent, only talked about it, addressed it in music, or just like I said, let the success be the response. Only, and I'll say it is shaky because only time that we've seen a response is when he wants to pick and choose, other than this Pusha situation. You know what I'm saying? Common. Who else was it before that? After that, it was Common, Meek, and you know what I'm saying? The Quentin Miller situation, even though it wasn't really barred, but just the weird shit that happened after that.
Megan responded.
Well, I don't think he was shooting at Megan in the first place. It was
wasn't even direct.
I thought it was. I thought it was a cold play on words, and especially all of us that watch battle rap, that ain't new to us. You know what I'm saying?
And how do you explain it?
I caught the double entendre. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
I thought it made sense.
And then the thing is, her response made the first part. Well, the second.
It made the second part hit. Yeah, she don't get the joke.
She didn't get the joke.
It makes it hit even more.
Because if she was smart, she would have laughed about it and called it a day, and no one at that line would just glanced over.
Yo, it is true. It makes it hit even more.
But
I do. Go ahead.
She's been in the media for lately with the baby and rappers calling her out and shit.
Yeah, she's going on a Nunu Nails. Like she's getting treated like Nunu Nails right now.
Before we go too far off. Also, allow a minute for this discussion because I want to.
A minute.
All right. When it comes to Meg, and I've said this before, I've been sitting back waiting for the court documents. So far, all it's been looking like is, Meg, you a fucking liar. You look like you're a fucking because she's lying over petty, tiny details that don't need to be lied about. And it's like we are living in an age where, as a woman, you have the best chance.
America is a Commonwealth country right now.
You have the best chance of getting away with saying, yo, I can do whatever the fuck I want because I'm a woman, hear me roar. And niggas gonna be like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But you lying about it. Once you lie about it, it's like, yo, my nigga, did you just shit in the corner? I didn't shit in the corner. The cat did. Where's the fucking cat? It jumped out the window.
The crazy part is too, Gino, if they finds out that she is lying, she ain't gonna get no repercussion or nothing like that. Because
it's like Brett Favre with money from Mississippi.
They ain't gonna even talk about it. They ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
But the minute's up. Back to Drake's album.
But you know, for me, continue with the shots, man. But before we let's spin back on these shots because he had the Serena shot too, and
uncalled for.
No, but the rebuttal
that was uncalled for. Like, bro, you ain't think about Serena. Like, I was listening to what was I listening to, dog?
Bitch ain't even thinking about him.
It was some old Drake, bro, and he was talking about
Serena with my left.
Nah, this was like when he was just talking about like I think it was the Drake and Cole joint in the morning when he had the Serena line then. All the way back then, bro. And he started like messing around with the idea. This what led into the Common. Remember, that's what led to the Common situation. So it's like, bro, why are you spinning the block on something that was almost 10 years ago?
He's so ignorant, man.
What the fuck? Like,
there's two parts to this. Go ahead, Sue.
I just want to say it's about the album in general. I enjoyed it, but like honestly, CLB was better than me. I don't enjoy hearing
agreed
about Ed. That's so awkward. Like I don't like
where he talked about head at.
The one flip. The one more time the head was
wait. That shit is fuck you.
I like that. I like that.
I don't like it.
I like that.
That's a fire song, but I don't like.
He talking about Circo Loco?
I need a head one more time. Nah, that was though. That's like that shit remind me of some shit we would make, bro.
I'm too much of a Daft Punk fan to hate that line. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit reminds me.
I'm listening to the original for that showing.
Niggas calm down and make Drake fandom. God.
All right, bro. Go and get your point.
I'm just saying, I don't enjoy hearing Drake talk about that.
But he a man, right?
So you don't like this specific man talking
So
about
like
him
Sizzle
getting
talking about,
fellatio.
you like Pussy Fairy? I
So
like that.
you enjoy any
rather
other
hear-
man. Hold on.
Can
You
I just
enjoy
say-
any other man talking about fellatio, but Drake
I'm
is
gonna
where
just
you draw the
continue
line.
What I was saying is weird hearing Drake talk about getting head.
He's not. He's saying that.
And why is that?
vulgarity is not
Can you
for
elaborate?
What do you
Can you
mean by
elaborate?
that?
To me, it is. I just can't
You
explain.
can't
it.
fan
It's
them
just
light skinned
weird.
niggas getting them fellatio. I get it.
So so you can't explain it?
I too consider light skinned.
Why you saying fuck me for?
Now he's saying
It's
you don't
just
count in
weird
the
hearing
ebony
Drake
quality. That's
talking
interracial.
like hearing about it.
that's interracial shit. That's not.
Yeah.
So you're confused about the
It's
biggest
weird.
rapper in the world
If y'all hear me
talking about having sex.
it's weird hearing Drake.
So, would you rather
Talk
hear Lotto
about
talk
it.
about getting her
It's
pussy ate?
like y'all never heard the guy uncomfortable talking about
So
somebody
you were
else talking about some shit?
you were cool with
You make it
Ludacris
into
talking
a
about it?
sexual type orientation thing.
You the one that literally said you were uncomfortable with him talking
But my
about
health
getting head.
teacher
I
was
said
talking about
him
it. It was
talking
cool.
about
He
it.
had the anatomy, the physics, the little dolls and stuff. He was explaining this stuff. It was cool. But once Drake started rapping about that shit, it started
So you
rhyming,
cool?
and I
How
said,
many
no.
with
I
cool
said
with
no,
dark skinned men
and
with
I
dreads
fucking
talking about it, but not light skinned men with fades or with braids?
So what happens when like Bounty
If that's
Killer
the
or
case,
one of them
yes.
talking
If
about
that's
on a
the-
reggae
that's
song?
the- if
That
that's the
just
case.
stole
You gonna
You
let
see the
T.O.K.
slight, you
talk
see the
about
slight
head?
cuff over.
Can I get a
You see the
point?
slight cuff over the
Dick
chin.
writers, please.
Whoa,
Thank
whoa!
you.
How you saying
Thank
that?
you.
Whoa!
So if you got to
my
defend yourself, let me
guy.
defend myself. Thank you.
Whoa!
So this is what I'm saying.
Whoa!
How many songs do Drake really honestly talk about getting fucking head that you listen to on a daily basis?
Bro, I try not to keep.
Oh,
track of
easy.
it.
What kind of
Easy.
question is
So,
that?
Into
That's a
deep,
weird question.
into deep is one.
Can we rewind it back just a few minutes and just call this nigga a dick eater for that comment?
Into deep. What else?
Nigga said, how many songs do we listen to on the daily
shit.
basis of Drake getting head? What kind of content? Like that is the most like yo.
All right, so
Sue,
time out.
I think what Sue is saying. I think what Sue is saying. It comes off as corny. It comes off as corny. I think it's what
I
Sue is
get it.
saying.
I get it.
Thank you. Because
So
ain't
that's
nobody
the
gonna
case.
fight me
What is
for my
a
shit.
song of literally about getting some head should be the most corniest thing in the world.
Nah,
It's literally a song
I'm
called "Getting Some
saying
Head."
great.
Give Me a Head is probably one of the greatest songs to ever get a blowjob to.
But I'm talking about the song
I'm
"Getting
telling you
Some
right now,
Head."
it's off on my Ghetto Report card. It is probably hands down beat. It's like a 10-minute song, and it's like
I mean, it's still it's a formula that you know.
I'm just
it's a tried and true formula format of a song. Like niggas do that every now and then. Every other now and then, a rapper's gonna try that. Eazy-E had it. NWA had it.
That's the same shit we do when we make remixes out of songs like these.
Juicy J, like they've all had one.
Don't badmouth Juicy J. No Juicy J slander allowed.
No Memphis slander, period. No, sir. Because, you know what I mean? The Grizzlies look very good.
Nah, bro.
All right, Sue.
Juicy J. That
Get your Drake fellatio. Finish your Drake fellatio hate take.
And that's what it
Fellatio?
Fellatio.
Fellatio? That's the name of the episode. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say that.
Fellatio. That's the name of the episode. I'm sorry. It's the name of the episode. They're gonna have to figure it out.
Sue done with this. He done with this.
You gotta catch it on cam.
You gotta catch it on. They're gonna have to figure it out.
We're already on cam. Rewind more to find more.
Rewind more to find. Okay, beloved.
Yo,
beloved had the Pooh Shiesty on.
I don't talk much. This is over the internet. Fight me.
What?
Oh my god.
Yo, Sue.
Okay, so for me, I like.
You must have been listening to most of the 21 Savage verses on the album.
Record 6 through 9. Record 6 through 9 for me were okay. Spin About You was the one. Hours in Silence was the one. Middle of the Ocean was another one.
Oh, you out.
Jumbo Shit Poppin'. I feel like Young Thug might have been on there. Who knows? I guess it's Fuck Me Magnifique.
I guess it's Fight Me with Sue then.
Magnifique.
Yo, leave Sue alone, yo. You can't even see.
I'm done. He just asked us to fight him, but I thought we shouldn't skip over that. I thought it was funny.
Honestly, if I'm talking about, pardon me, Lo, are you done?
Oh no, I'm good. That's
I was gonna say I'm listening to the album. I'm probably gonna have to listen to it like 2 or 3 more times to keep it a buck, because honestly, never mind is the Drake I want, where it's like this was very much right along in lines.
You get none of that here.
Where nothing was the same type Drake.
No Crystal Waters cosplay,
right? And it was like I prefer Drake as R&B more than I prefer him as rap. R&B Drake, I feel I get more authenticity out of him, and I feel like there's more engagement in the beat selection and the melodies that he picks, the harmonics of it. Acoustic.
Not to cut, I had to ask you a question. Do you think but when he has that sweet spot with like songs like Middle of the Ocean, where he has that smooth sample, where it kind of feels almost like R&B-ish, but it's like hip hop R&B-ish,
like.
He finds those where he lets loose on those records, like you said, with the R&B songs.
If you peep a lot of the songs where he gets the best samples from, there are R&B songs. Like
"Spin About You" was an R&B song.
Cameras.
Exactly. That's the song I was thinking of. Cameras. That John B song is he.
Only got you right here,
bro. Tuscan Leather. He sampled Whitney Houston.
Right, but I'm not denying that. You're helping my point.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's another one.
Oh, okay. Your whole face was like, nah.
I'm further supporting the point.
But my point.
But I think when he finds that middle, that's where he's like,
but he's that right there,
dangerous.
Like Girls Love Beyonce, stuff like that. Those are Drake songs.
That's a wild one.
Where it's like, yo, Drake, you can show a little bit of your versatility. You can show your.
Leroy was floating on that.
Yo, he has such a robust skill set that it really sucks when there's albums where he doesn't utilize all of it, and that's what those rap albums are to me. Because think
about the 3-album run he just did. Go ahead. I'll say to my take.
It's not to say I don't. Yo, if you're reading this, it's too late. Views from the 6, those are fire albums.
Oh, Reading This Is Too Late is one of his best albums.
I think Views is.
But if you remember, that album was pretty much a love letter to Genuine's album.
Which one?
If you're Reading This Is Too Late,
he sampled them in the intro.
A couple songs.
It's So Anxious. That was Legend.
To kick off the album, he sampled him.
What else did he sample Genuine in? I only remember Legend.
I'm trying to remember the song because it's later on the album. It's that song in the beginning.
I think that might have been on.
Nah, it's on that album.
Oh, Madonna.
Yep, Madonna. He sampled clean on that. And those were 2 of the best songs on the album.
Brick the Rock the Damn Girl, man. I adore you. That was my shit right there, album, bro.
There was sonically he was going for like, I want this to sound like.
Yeah, it was 6 p.m. in New York on that one.
Right, and it's like as if I updated. That's also Wednesday night.
And we had Jungle.
When like there's a whole bunch of joint on there.
Jungle is one of his
fire, dog.
Jungle is like a great R&B record, just straight up and down. Like
what?
And then you had Her's version.
What song?
Jungle.
Oh,
Jungle.
Right, but my point being is there's a certain Drake I like where you're utilizing all of your musical skills, and it's a joy to see someone go out there and utilize such skills because no one wants to hear J. Cole just humming on a track.
But that's why it's great that he showed his versatility lately too, though.
Right.
Like that's another great thing.
Kendrick Lamar cannot sing. No one cares if he puts out an R&B album. But people don't mind him singing on his hooks. People don't mind him singing halfway through his songs because he's shown all his other skills.
He sang a lot in that new album too.
Right, but he was
but if you say that, if that's the case, you can say Drake is still going by that formula on this album still.
What I'm saying is this album though didn't have those Afro-Caribbean beats.
You're not gonna get that on here.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. But I'm saying
this was a trap album.
Right, but that's why I'm saying if I'm looking at the albums he just released, CLB is like the romance R&B. right?
CLB is actually what you're actually
Yeah,
asking
because
for.
he
No,
had
no, no,
a
Fountains.
little bit of everything
He
on
had
there.
Fountains on there. Fountains was on CLB.
Yeah, but Jimmy Cooks was on thing, and that was probably
Honestly,
one of the best
never
raps.
mind.
But I would still say those last two songs from there I felt were leftovers from CLB.
Right? What Liability? And
Liability
and
was
Jimmy
definitely
Cooks.
CLB.
I felt both of those
Liability is one of the best songs on that album.
That's the jungle.
Yeah.
That's the jungle. That's the jungle
And they
of
come right before
that
the other
album.
best song.
Right, and then that shit, Jimmy Cooks, fire.
Which is the precursor. Well, not really the precursor, but it just added on to their thing.
I got enough of everything. Drake was rapping on some of those little Afro-Caribbean beats that was on there. This was very much reminiscent of More Life, where it's like I got enough of everything and I was happy. CLB was too much heavy into R&B and rap, not enough of more like light music. There's a couple songs that felt kind of fun, but it wasn't like engaging fun. Like these are songs I'm riding to go do some shit, not I'm just riding to chill.
But see, I think that's where Drake is. Like I said, you got so many people say, "I want this Drake back. I want that Drake back. I want this Drake back."
No, I just listen to.
I feel like he's.
I don't.
Right.
He's giving us.
But I think Drake has a great space where he's like he's finding those pockets, but modernizing them. And I think what you said, the Drake that we all grew up with, we found that on CLB. Mansdom Drake in 2.0, we found that on Honestly Nevermind.
That's
and
the
then
Drake I like. That's the Drake.
Drake of like 2011, 2012. We got back on this album with 21 Savage. You know, it felt like he's recreating different. He's just finding. He's in those Arsenal pockets. He's in those Arsenal's pockets. You know what I'm saying? Many pockets.
I think if you're going into this album expecting heavy music, or you're going in like me, where it was like, I've been bumping Honestly Nevermind at least once a week since it came out.
You were expecting Honestly Nevermind on it?
No, I'm saying, hold on. So when you're going to hear this is sonically something different than I've been listening to from this artist.
Yeah. Well, 21 Savage is the giveaway.
Right, but honestly, I probably heard like 4 or 5 21 Savage songs. I was like, oh, I like it. He's an okay rapper.
21 Savage is dope.
He's okay rapper.
He did his thing on it, especially because Drake rapped a lot more
21 Savage, like where we found 21 Savage in 2016. 6 years later, I felt like he's one of the artists I feel who's really understood. Like I really need to take advantage of the rooms I'm in, the people I'm around, and start actually applying that game into the actual craft I'm doing. And I think that all really started happening after that A Lot verse. Where, you know what I'm saying, you had that verse with Cole. A lot of people giving a lot of credit to 21 also, though. And I felt he felt like he probably stood tall with Cole. Like, well, I need to continue that path, that craft and such. And I think, but he stayed true to 21, though, you know, whereas we're getting more witty, you know what I'm saying, street bars, more crazier lines. Like, yo, how did he even think of, like, you can say stuff like that? Like, 21 is being 21 times 10 right now, but it's like he's like polishing it up, where it's like I hope he could finally have that album where it's like
he's cleaning it up,
listen to from front to back. Not really cleaning up for the mainstream. Not really cleaning up for the mainstream, because he even had a line on the album where we make street records go pop, where it's like it's not about us adjusting to their sound. We're doing us and they're adjusting to what we're doing, you know. It's very true. Hip hop is popular music.
You don't think he's dumbing it down for the mainstream?
Oh hell no, bro! His last album was Savage Mode 2. He was going back to what he was doing, like, and they made that an album. It's that Glock on my lap, like many, like he was going crazy on there, bro.
That album was nuts.
You know what I'm saying? I think 21 is where a space where it's like he's
zoned out, nigga, just sleeping right there.
Oh.
All right, that nigga's
a rock eyebrow.
Oh, please don't clock me.
Nigga, I'm about to ask you something, and I look at this nigga just like.
What else? What else dropped?
Let me get my hold on. Let me get my full take on the Drake.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, you didn't get your.
Like I wanted to but I just wanted to say though that 21, like I said, first thing I was saying with 21, that was my first part with 21. I felt he definitely shined a lot on this album, but also, like I said, staying to be 21. Like I said, the lines is funny, it's crazy. They make you be like, he gives you like that same feeling we get from ESTG, where it's like, yo, where's my scheme? Same thing with 21, bro. Like records like I said, records like shit, Major Distribution, Rich Flex, or Privileged Rappers. But I think he shines so much on 3 AM in Glenwood, and I think that's where I'm talking about, where he's trying to show I'm not just your everyday trap rapper. No, I'm trying to elevate and actually give you stories and my life and all of that such. So shout out to him, because we thought that was gonna be a Drake record, and for him to kind of like switch him, like, no, I'm gonna do the Drake style joint for me. And I thought that, like I said, he's knowing the rooms he's in with the people. He know Drake is one of them ones. So why would I not step it up? You know what I'm saying? And then you got the record before that, which I think is what, Middle of the Ocean. No, I'm sorry.
I think
it was more M's where he went off on that joint too.
More M's, and then
but
the ones before that,
Drake went off
over the AZ shit.
Like, that's one of them ones you're gonna be looking at the end of the. Drake always has that type of record where you be like, damn, this could be one of the verses of the joint. You know what I'm saying? Or just one of my favorite just record type joints.
Well, he was rapping.
That's what I'm talking about. Right. So it's like to see that flip where it's like your average like Drake tell all type verse, then it flips into like, ooh, okay, like I love that joint, man. But like,
yeah,
I thought this was
that's the thing I felt from this album. That's probably why I'm thinking about. That's probably the reason why I really didn't like it that much. Like in comparison to the other albums, is that this was a real catty, chatty, patty album from him.
The first song is called Rich Flex. He warned you.
No, I'm saying like,
and I think
this isn't a Rich Flex. This is just a nigga who's like, yo, he's Millhouse with money.
He's Millhouse.
Yeah, I got stripes, but fuck it, these nigga. Yo, he was talking for a nigga to have beef. He got beef with Adidas.
Why doesn't Lisa want me, yo?
Damn. He's Millhouse with money.
Can we talk about Drake being like, I get it, you get a check from Nike and such, but I'm not about to be out here trying to beef with Adidas, my nigga. Like, if Adidas, that's like what Pharrell gonna drop a diss song next against. Like, what the shut up, Drake. Shut up, dude. Like, nobody is about to be beefing with you with this Adidas shit, dog. Like,
Drake is like,
let it go. They have comfortable shoes, my nigga. Let it go. Like, Nike will never get to that comfortability.
Adidas just stood up with you against anti-Semitism, and here you go, being a
shitting on Adidas.
Look, yeah, I got stripes, but fuck Adidas, nigga. Like, I'm supposed to get hyped for that.
He been shooting at Adidas
as I wear a Nike hoodie.
He been shooting at Adidas because of Pusha T killed this deal. Like,
and Kanye was up there too.
Kanye wasn't up there. That's not what killed this deal, because he was still trying to drop it.
That's not what killed this deal, but he was saying. Remember, he was like, we don't wear sneakers and all that type shit. Yeah, whoop de whoop. But yeah, my favorite songs on the album, though, I said Major Distribution, Privileged Rappers, Spin About You, Hours in Silence. Shout out to you, Los. That transition from Spin About You to Hours in Silence, definitely smooth. Circle Loco, obviously one of the most streamed songs on the album too, obviously for his reasons. Pussy and Million, Travis Scott. I thought that was a dope record. It's cool to hear Travis Scott back outside too. So, like, getting ready for the Utopia album coming soon. So it's good to hear some verses from him. He sounded really smooth on that joint. It's like, you know, that little collection of like the South rappers and Drake. Like, when they do their thing, man, like, it's always a nice collection, man. Where it's Thug, 21, Travis.
That's Naruto's squad right there. That I call that Team 7. Because all and Drake is
bro. Like, them niggas down there, them niggas down there, man. They just got a great chemistry. They have an amazing chemistry, bro. They had him on here. They had Metro on here. They had mad niggas.
Yeah.
No,
I think there should be like. I was around, like, really down close to the South.
This is a fun album to play when you're drunk.
When like that 2016 era of rappers really was coming up. And that's all the people who at their time were looking at Drake like, yo, you're our LeBron James. Wayne is Kobe Bryant and this guy. So it's like, yo, we get to them, it's like we're now playing against you. We're playing in the same arena as LeBron James every night.
Yeah,
and LeBron is coming to us like, hey, you want to jump on my team to go play this international game real quick?
The South is Steph Curry.
That's a fact.
Hey, yo,
that's a big fact.
And it sounds amazing until you remember it's the reason why these people sound so good is partially because they pushed out everybody else who will be in their market as far as competition and peers. And it's not like they're aggressively elbowing them out. That core group pretty much influence and change the whole sound of every artist.
That's because the South has their camaraderie has always been key. That's the thing and it's just gradually got better year by year.
Gucci got Gucci to thank for that. Got Gucci to thank for that.
And I think
Gucci fathered a lot of shit.
I was about to say he fucked up a lot of his relationships.
He fathered a lot of shit. You see
out right now who doesn't really who isn't affiliated with any of these niggas is NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, but he's affiliated. Like him and Drake are in the same circle, but not in the same. Like if you look at it as a Venn diagram,
I think just look at the numbers and him being mostly.
But their mutual is
the Drake probably.
I doubt that. And maybe in music,
I'm talking about music straight from music. I'm not talking about other
probably, strictly music, probably so. Yes. Strictly music, probably so, but that's still pulling hairs, maybe. Right?
I'm wondering.
Drake is like record breaking on streaming.
Let me qualify this correctly.
NBA is breaker on YouTube
for the most part, having less pans in his pot. He's very similar to Joyner Lucas, where it's like, yo,
I give you that
to sell.
They can do all that rapping.
300 units. He's eating like he's super rich.
We don't know the nigga though.
NBA is doing less with more. NBA is doing doing more with less.
Right. And there's a certain moment of like, I'm looking at the new rap game and it's like, look, real talk. A lot of these rappers out right now ain't going to be around in the next 5 years.
Well, they're all dying. So yeah.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the niggas who are still making music. A lot of these niggas, they're about to be like how, when like one of the niggas from the Wu-Tang put out an album and it's like the niggas who like it, and everyone else is like, who the fuck is Wu-Tang?
We literally dealt with that. We dealt with that. Remember the video? Remember the video with Lil Yachty? Remember the little video with Lil Yachty? No, they was like, we don't know who Tupac and Biggie. We don't listen to that. And that was what 2000. That was around that time.
I'm laughing because that's accurate. Because when Raekwon dropped that second album after Cuban Links, only the niggas that fuck with it listen to it.
Right, and niggas
nobody used to
it's like. I'll be real. I remember owning an Eric Sermon album in like 2003, and niggas looking at me like,
R.I.P. Hurricane G.
Why you got Eric Sermon? I'm like, yo, bro, this song was lit. I thought the album was gonna be fire. It's just a bunch of old nigga rap. Like, all right, put that away.
Old nigga rap.
I like Redman. I listen to his music.
Redman is the definition of old nigga rap.
I won't put Redman on where a whole bunch of people over chilling. Like look, bro, nah. You not
Redman is old nigga rap.
But you're not a Redman fan, so you're not gonna like it. That's it.
No, I'm an old Redman fan.
Redman was I remember Redman putting out high weed music when I was a little kid. Like, oh my god.
No, that's the Redman that I like. The old Redman. I've played Redman on here.
The new Redman's fucking hilarious to me. He still is funny, bro.
Nah, the new Redman is washed as hell.
Rap albums I've ever heard in my life.
That's the one that had. Which one's that?
Roller Coaster Malpractice. There was
Which one's the one that had the goodness?
That's
the name. That's the name was my shit.
Mm-hmm. Malpractice was the one that came out after that. That one had him. Yo, he was wilding on that shit. Wilding. That's the shit with him. Let's Get Dirty. Him with Gwen Stefani and shit.
Oh yeah, that's where I kind of.
But nah, that was keep it fuck. He was doing numbers. But my point being is when I'm looking at these new rappers, like yo, Kodak Black got like probably about 3 more years before his fall off is coming.
Damn, why you coming at Kodak, man?
No. Uzi has already found his market, right? Where it's like, look,
I found a cheat code.
I have a steady base of fans who are going to support my music, right? It took Yachty a minute to find that group. You know what I mean? Kodak hasn't found that yet.
Yachty produces too, and he writes. So he has he's dipping his feet in other shit.
Right, but what I'm saying is you got Dickie from the same class. Dickie went, got a TV show. He got the fuck out of rap.
Anderson .Paak is a Grammy winner.
Right. So when I'm looking at these niggas, it's like, yo, you got to look at this class. And this is kind of honestly one of the best classes to look at. How do you really stay famous? You either diversify or you better keep on getting in trouble like Kodak. Because
Yeah, you think then that
I'm not gonna
suggests
lie.
he will
Don't sleep on 21 though, man. He like mixtape
I'm
one. You
not
can
sleeping
forget
with
like
mixtape.
he got some.
Mixtape do not hold your fucking bills. They
That's
don't.
like
Ooh,
Papoose
in
coming
this
out with
era,
tape.
yes, it does.
No.
In this era, yes, it
No.
does.
Nah, Ari's right. In this era of streaming, that is correct.
Right.
That is correct.
No. What I'm saying is,
So
those
he
you
got a
still have to
mixtape that's
tour.
feeding off that
Your
same
label still
system.
requires an album. Whoever you're signed with, because remember, he's not
No, they
independent.
don't. No, they don't. Because Cardi B dropped an album in what 2017, 2018. She been
Right.
eating off that same album.
And most of the shit he was dropping in his early part
She ain't
was
gotta put out another album.
Cardi's also getting money because remember, Cardi's also on tour all the time.
Is she though?
Yeah,
Is she really though?
Yes, she is.
From the same album.
Cardi's been hitting the road. She does a lot of road shit. She pops up on a lot of people's features. She does. Cardi is busy. It's what I'm saying is 21 Savage is a musician. He's not anything else. He's a musician.
And if you talk about versus wise though,
and he's not lauded in his class as being one of the best rappers. He's definitely been showing improvement. He's showing
records. He got
I'm not
records.
denying it. But what I'm saying is, when you look at that landscape, there are plenty of rappers who aren't going to be around. As far as your music, you could put out an album, niggas just ain't gonna buy it. Imagine telling niggas 2 years ago the baby would be doing bad. Niggas will look at you like you stupid. You don't change your sound, you die.
Hold on.
You got it.
Out of that three that was popping 2 years ago, the baby, Little Baby, and Roddy Rich, who came up the most?
Lil Baby.
And who went down the most?
Roddy Rich.
Damn, I was gonna say the baby.
Nah, because the baby still.
That's most recent.
Yeah, because the baby.
That's the most recent. But Roddy Rich
Rich been off for a minute.
Flip.
Roddy Rich
his follow-up album flop. Crazy. But yeah, man. Shout out to Drake, man. Shout out to 21. I mean, album that definitely, like I said, got us talking, man. But also let's give a shout out to a lot of other albums that came out this week, man. We had Division drop an album.